Is LL Cool J trying to get some attention? Let's get into it, shall we? André 3000 responds to LL Cool J's criticism of his solo Flute album. Rapping is not enough for me. André 3000 released the instrumental album New Blue Sun in November, which I have yet to listen to, by the way. André 3000 released his debut album New Blue Sun in November. Many fans were surprised. The rapper, known for his legendary raps on Outkast hits like Hey Ya, had put out an instrumental record inspired by his longtime interest in woodwinds. Not everyone was thrilled. In a May interview, LL Cool J said he didn't want to hear him do the flute. How did I miss this? And publicly called for the star to return to rapping. In a new interview, André responded to the criticism, explaining that he's committed to keeping his creativity fresh. If it's in you, you should rap until you leave this planet. You should perform until you leave this planet. André said in a recent appearance on the Shop video series,
"But what I'm saying is what it takes for me to do it. I'm always looking for the next. I'm not trying to uphold a thing that I've done before."
He continued,
"Of course, I have things to say now, but if I can't say them in a fresh, innovative way, I feel like if I'm just hanging onto the same flow that I used to do, it's not enough for me. So I can't talk for another rapper about what they're doing. I just say, man, go for you. If it's in you."
Very wise words, I must say. André said upon announcing New Blue Sun that he has been interested in winds for a long time.
So it was just a natural progression for me to go into flutes. The album contains 8 tracks, including the 12-minute opener, I Swear I Really Wanted to Make a Rap Album. But this is literally the way the wind blew me this time.
He said in a statement that there is a misconception among his fans that a solo rap album will never see the light of day, and said it maybe will happen one day. Rapper LL Cool J appeared on the same video series in May and said that while he thinks André is one of the greatest rappers ever, he's not a fan of the flute.
Let's not lie to ourselves. I don't want to hear him do the flute.
LL Cool J said.
You want to hear me do a violin album? I want him to get with Big Boy. I want them to make an Outkast album or to do a solo album.
I prefer him to do a solo album. That's just me.
Every time.
And then he can get back to doing the Outkast album.
Every time he does a verse, it's enough material for an album. He's so gifted.
That's a fact. That is a whole fact. And I feel like Jay-Z is trying to ride that same wave. Because André 3000 will literally hit you with like so many bars when he's featured on a song, and you're good for a whole year. I feel like Jay-Z studied André 3000's blueprint. Oh, snap. Jay-Z blueprint. Bars! André 3000. You see what I did there? If you know, you know. Anyway, that was a double entendre. But I felt like Jay-Z studied André 3000's blueprint. And he adopted the same formula. Because now Jay-Z gets featured on songs and he got like the longest verse ever, right? And it's the most incredible verse you ever got from him in a long time that you're good for a whole year. He gave you like pretty much a whole album worth of verses all wrapped in one, it seems. That's why I used to love doing the long verses. But anyway, let's continue.
So it's like, come on, B. Not the flute. That man needs to know the truth.
So what are your thoughts? Do you think LL Cool J has a point? I did a video on this. I did 2 videos on this right here. Make sure you check those videos out. The links to the videos will be in the description box. Enjoy. Yeah, he has a point. I ain't gonna front, but it's twofold. LL Cool J has a point, and so does André 3000. See, what André 3000 is trying to do is he don't want to be placed in a box of just being a rapper or just doing rap songs and verses. He also wants to venture out and do other things, but it's still music related. We gotta at least give him that. And that's what André 3000, that's what I realized. You know, just listen to what he has to say about his career path and where he wants to go. But I feel like he should have did that after he gave us a solo album, and then the next one could have been this album. I feel like he came too fast with it. That's just my opinion. But I don't know if maybe he has a bunch of solo albums he just never released. See, you gotta think about that too. He probably got a solo album, like 3 or 4 of them in the vault that he never dropped. You know what I'm saying? And when you sit on music for so long, you get lost. Like, I remember Rihanna was saying something about she has to keep redoing her next album because once she's completed the album and she sits on it and time goes by, she realizes she don't even want to put that album out no more. So then she'll, especially when the sounds be changing or whatever formula that she's using, like sounds in her music and concepts and melodies, you never know. Maybe she'll wake up on the other side of the bed and say, you know what, this was going to be like a transparent type of album, but I don't want that for the next one. Maybe I just want to do storytelling here, storytelling there. You get what I'm saying? Like, or maybe she just want to make dance music and she don't want to, you know, have a conceptual album or, you know, personal album, biographical type of album. Maybe she just wants to make everybody dance and make love songs or sad love songs. But I feel like André 3000 wants to push the envelope by showing that he's just not this MC of a rapper, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? He wants to also show that it don't stop and end with him when it comes to the mic and some raps. You know what I mean? He also wants to show you that, hey, I do the flute too, but I feel like he came too fast with it. Pause. Yo, definitely pause. Oh, snap. So what says you? That's just my thoughts, man. I think they both are right. I don't really care for Outkast's album right now. I more so want to see André 3000 stand on his own. Even if he don't feature nobody, and he just features Big Boy on one track, and he just going in on every track. But the formula that I said in that one, what was the first video on André 3000, right? Yeah. I think that's how, no, it was the second video I did on André 3000. That's how he should go. No, matter of fact, I said it in both, really. Well, yeah, both those videos, that's how he should approach his next album, which should have been the album instead of this Flute album, in my opinion. And then now he should release the Flute album. People just wasn't ready for it. You gotta understand, this is his first solo album without Big Boy. And you're playing the flute? Did he feel like the pressure was so high that he didn't want to fail at it? So he said, let me go left? I don't know. Anyway, it's your boy Donnie. Y'all let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. Off to the next video.